Monetized.
This is the Cunty Show, starring Cunty McFuckwaffle and these other whores and me.
Yeah. Hey, wait, I'm not a whore. I don't get any sex, god damn it. I'm like
It's okay. You could have pretended. Like, I gave you the perfect time to lie about it. Come on.
I
What's
cannot
funny?
tell a lie.
I think if Cunty McFuckwaffle had his own show, he'd probably have more subs than all of us.
Yeah, he'd probably have more than 230 subs. Cunty's cooler than I am. Facts. Cunty is cooler than I am.
I want a Cunty McFuckwaffle t-shirt.
I want a Towley t-shirt.
Would you like a towel?
Nerdy, that should be the first shirt that you ever make if you make any shirts for sale.
What?
The Cunty McFuckwaffle.
A Cunty McFuck. It just has like a cricket on it, and it's like the Cunty McFuckwaffle and glasses show. And just have him in my stupid glasses.
Yeah, you should.
Cunty McFuckwaffle and glasses.
I'd buy it.
Well, people know who Cunty is. And spell Cunty with a K just to fuck everyone up a bit.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, and it's not even because of that. I know this kid, and his last name was Kuntz. So it's like, it's pronounced Kuntz. I'm like, shut up, cunts.
Yep, I've actually heard that name.
Cunts.
Kuntz.
Cunts.
Ever to have.
You'd probably change that if you moved to Australia pretty quick, because you just get sick of everyone going, "G'day, cunt."
If my last name was Kuntz, I would name my kids Mike Kuntz. I feel ya, Kuntz.
I need
Or what is it,
I'd call
Ophelia?
one of
Whatever
my
the fuck the name is.
I'd just call one of my kids Massive. Fuck it. Massive cunt.
I would name my kid Richard so he could be Dick Kuntz.
Dude, my buddy at work, his last name is Johnson. I told him that if he ever has a male child, he needs to name him.
Name him what? I couldn't hear you over Fallon being retarded.
Big.
I mean, if you want to just name it Big Johnson, you could just be Lyndon Baines.
What about
Sorry,
Long Don Johnson?
Long Dong Johnson.
He's white. Wouldn't work.
Oh, that's racist.
Yeah, come on. How dare you be racist like that, Larry? I thought you were cool.
Well, I'm not one of the cool kids.
All right, let's do a Twitter update, kids, and see what's been happening on Twitter. And I'm gonna.
No one gives a fuck about Twitter. Twitter can suck my left nut.
Your left ovary, get it right.
No, my left nut. Get it right.
I did get it right. You don't have nuts.
Mom, what do you want? All right, I'm back. Probably anarchy. You probably are the only person in the chat.
Oop. I'll open up chat then, so I can annoy the poor people in chat as well.
Poor person in chat.
Post it and they will come. It's the Cunty Show. Everyone's going to rock up. We're going to have fucking 10,000.
The Cunty Show.
2 minutes. 2 minutes flat. Biggest stream ever in the history.
Everyone tweet this shit out. The Cunty Show. Hashtag the Cunty Show. Welcome to suburbia, where the Cunty McFuckwaffle show is a thing. Oh, Fallon, did you see my response to your tweet?
Yes.
Okay, good.
All right. I've just tweeted
That
out.
was such a
Cunty
weird
fuck
thing. When
off.
will you make a parody of Caveman? Fucking, I'm not making 40 Twitter accounts to stalk people. I'm way too lazy for
I could parody Caveman. I'd just have to get really creepy, and you'd probably never talk to me again.
that.
And you'd probably call the FBI.
Yeah. And I'd probably drop you as my I wouldn't give you your green card by being your green card.
Oh no! Fuck, that sucks. I've been
So
denied
don't do it.
my green card visa.
No, not yet. If you do a parody of Caveman, you would be.
Oh,
I'm
see,
pretty-
I can't be that creepy. Even if I tried.
They hands on like several watch lists from the FBI.
Yeah, I'd say he would be, because what he did to JJ just was like over the top, like freaky. And let's face it, women find that so attractive, that whole stalky thing, don't they? That just turns them right on.
Yeah, so much. Oh my god, that made me moist.
Yeah, see? Look, what I say? Wow. So there you go, fellas.
Yeah.
The way to a woman's heart is by stalking them on the internet, and maybe in real life if you know where they are.
I
And
was being
flowers.
sarcastic, sir.
Oh no, so was I.
I didn't know if I made it clear enough that I was being sarcastic with the snarky tone and the fucking death stare to the distance.
You should have a special dating tips from Caveman, and we'll get Cavey on and get tips on how to be really stalky.
Dating tips from a Michigani stalker.
Yeah, there you go. Cunty's first guest will be Caveman, the stalky little motherfucker that freaked everybody out. It's like all you see on his cam is just like a sort of silhouette of his cupboard with his face sort of in the back, really dark. And every now and again he sort of leans out and goes, "Heh." Sort of like Gollum. Comes out, sees you, oh, the precious.
I'm precious. No, he sees Fallon. He's like, I'm precious.
Yeah, that's right. He likes Fallon too.
He likes lesbians. Caveman likes lesbians.
Yeah, but he's too busy stalking Ryby now.
Ah, is that what he's up to?
Hey, I gotta go. Bye.
See you, mate.
Bye. That was very abrupt. I love it.
All that talk about
Yeah, he's
Caveman
like-
just really made.
That was very abrupt. Bye.
So they're talking about
Yeah,
Caveman
he's-
and me in the same sentence. I'm leaving. Sorry,
It's
bro.
like, hold on, I need to make sure Caveman's not outside.
Oh god.
Caveman, you out here? Huh?
Check
Yeah,
behind.
she's doing a perimeter check.
Perimeter check. Secure the perimeter.
Make
Double
sure
the
all the
guards.
cameras she's recently installed for this are working. None of the wires are cut.
Release the starved hounds.
Release the shitty tasting rice.
Yeah, like,
I don't like rice.
I've got pretty shitty social skills, but I'm like quite well adjusted compared to young Caveman when it comes to talking to people. Apparently,
That's exactly how I feel.
I don't know.
It'd be
Just
hard to be
boggles
less
the mind.
adjusted.
It would be. It's I don't know. I don't know how people think that that's funny, or other people that enjoy that sort of behaviour. It's like, it's cringy as fuck just being a spectator, and I can't imagine how JJ would have been feeling towards the end of that whole thing, because he was fucking constant.
Yeah,
Dude, fucking that's creepy.
it's
Oh
getting-
shit! Matt Ingram's in the chat. I need to send him a link. Matt. Anyone else here enjoy people named Matt?
Some of them.
Like, I like all three of them that are in this internet circle. The trifecta of Mats.
I want to see a cage match between Bolin and 911 Dave.
Oh my god, that would be fucking great. 9/11 Dave would probably just jump out, like, literally climb the thing, jump out of it, and be like, "Yo, man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it."
Yeah, and then he would like turn around and bite a zero.
9/11 Dave would probably just jump out, like, he would just do a Van Gogh. He'd be like, "Here, I'll do it to myself." Sorry, I didn't mean it.
I love you so much.
Alright, got chat popped out. Hey, Mr. Ingram.
Oh, I already sent you a link? No? Okay. Hold on. I need to figure this shit out. I'm not looking, so when you said, "Hey, Mr. Ingram," I thought it was here.
No, I've just popped open chat. I'm a bit
I'm
slow.
retarded. I'm sorry. No, I know you did. And then, like, it took me a second to realize that, but I had already said it, and it was too late. Oh, Ingram didn't even have the link. Now he has the link. So now, Ingram, if you were watching this, still go to your Twitter, click the link. Yeah. Yeah. Retard. Actually, I only sent one of the mats the link, so let me make sure all mats have links.
Give it to all
Links,
the mats.
hashtag links for mats.
Links 2, 3, 4. Oh, now I want to listen to Rammstein. God damn it.
You're welcome.
That fucking film clip for that song is epic. Bug battle.
Oh shit.
What was that, cunty? You want me to light something on fire? Oh.
Late 9/11 days are on fire.
How was that shit? It's like 9/11 Dave's in the chat just fucking... He's talking fucking trash.
Hello, world.
Hey, dude.
Hello, Matt Ingram.
Well, that was so funny yesterday. He's like going at bowling for ages, and then as soon as he gets into chat with bowls, like, "No, man, we're cool, we're bros." Then he gets back into the chat and starts trashing again. It's like, what the fuck?
Wow. Red Eye, I'm not going to lie, dude. I had no idea that you were Australian until I went to Nashville with Pam.
How'd you not know that?
Not going to lie. The whole time I'm thinking to myself, oh, he's probably from the States or some shit like that. And I was, like, I asked Pam.
Had you heard him talk?
I mean, clearly, he sounds like he's from down under.
Crikey.
Crikey.
Nah, mate, I've dropped it in chat a few times that I was Aussie and stuff. People have said, "Hey, Fear, do you know Red Eye?" And she's going, "Who the fuck's Red Eye?" It's like, why would Fear know me? There's fucking 25 fucking odd million people here, for fuck's sake. She lives in another state.
No, obviously
far, far
all
away.
Australians know each other. What are you talking about?
We all go next door and have a beer with each other, mate, because it's not that big a place, you know.
Well, you do have like fucking 4 time zones, don't y'all?
3. Actually, I suppose you could count. Yeah, 4. Technically, once you add daylight saving in, it becomes 4, yeah. That's a fucking clusterfuck then. Because I live on the border, so 10 minutes south of me, you got to go an hour ahead, and the TVs all change their time an hour. It's strange. And then you got
Like
the mid zone, west zone.
You said 10 minutes from the border is where you're at?
Yeah, I live just in the very southern part of Queensland, which is the most northeastern state. And then, yeah, we got New South Wales is just 10 minutes drive from my place, and they have daylight saving, which is literally just about to start again. So you get used to it after about 4 months, and then you have it for 2 months, and then they swap it back. It's just, and here's the best bit. I shit you not. Some people in Australia think you got dumb people in America. there's this one comment this lady wrote into a local councillor complaining about daylight saving. She says, "The extra hour of daylight is fading my curtains."
Wow.
Yes, yeah. It's like the American school teacher lady that said, "If you put up solar panels, it steals all the sunlight from the plants and the grass." And she was a
Oh my
fucking science
God.
teacher at a fucking school in America, and she said that publicly when they were fighting a big solar panel farm just outside her little county or whatever. That was
Yeah.
her thing. Solar panels steal the fucking sun from the trees and the plants. And there was an American
Well, they
senator that
do.
said,
They fucking steal all of it, you know? Like, man.
I don't know if I can agree with that.
Sad
and I'll
part is
just say that
still a teacher.
there was an American senator. Oh, Larry, this is the best one. The American senator that said if you have up windmills, it eventually will run out of wind because it'll take all the wind away from having windmills up.
Wow.
It was that like, what? Do you understand weather patterns at all and thermal currents and fucking hot and cold wet fronts meeting creating wind?
Obviously not.
It almost reminds me of this one. I don't know who it was, but like somebody who was an elected official here in the States had a concern about American Samoa, which is technically American territory. His concern was if everyone decided to go to one side of the island, that the island would pivot and capsize. This is an elected official, mind you.
People are stupid. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, but
No matter who you are or what you do, you're a
the
retard.
one is a science teacher. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, that
I
makes
agree
me
with Larry.
sad.
I'm with Larry. Hashtag I'm with Larry.
I want to be a science teacher.
I
I'd
mean,
love
like
to do that stuff, yeah.
one guy, senator.
That's actually what I'm in college for, Red Eye. Like, that's my future career is science teaching.
Oh,
At
shit.
least I'm better than that lady. So, school's looking for a teacher in about like 5 years. Hi, I'm Annunziata Wilson. I want a job. Hire me. I'm awesome. One day I'll be huge, probably because I'll be fat as fuck. But that's not the point. Please hire me in 5 years from now.
Larry was about to say something really good about an American senator that was going to make my brain
Yeah.
hurt.
Well, yeah, what I was about to say is like, I mean, yes, the senator's supposed to be college educated, but with teachers like that, I mean, you can see why college education these days isn't worth a fuck.
Yeah.
Like that little interesting tidbit of info about like over 100 American public schools do not have a library. It's like, how can you
Yes,
have
this is true.
how can you
This
have
is true.
Oh my god.
You cannot have a fucking institution of learning without a central fucking point to collect knowledge in books. It's called a fucking
Red Eye.
library.
You want to know something funnier? The same schools who don't have libraries, they have lockers.
Ah, right. You see, when I went to school, we carried our books in our fucking bags and broke our backs and rode to school on our
Oh,
pushes
we had
with
lockers,
them
but that's because
fucking
our teachers
textbooks.
give us like 2 textbooks each, and we had
They
9
gi-
classes.
They give you the space for books, but don't provide books.
Yeah. And hey, but those F-35s are some sweet looking fucking fighter planes if you ever iron out the bugs and eventually get them rolled out into active service. You know? Yeah, but hey, fuck libraries, because you might actually have the capability to maintain those aircraft in 20 years if you educate the fucking next generation that are growing up right now. But if you want some thicker than shit, dumber than fucking boards of wood fucking people that will basically become the next fucking poverty class, which then, look, long story short, you're setting yourselves up to become the next third world country at this rate. Honestly, because if you, and I'm not having a pot shot at you guys. I'm having a pot shot at the way your government likes to spend money on military shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Holy, we spend 2% of our GDP on military spending. You guys go over 50. It's like, oh wow. And so no wonder America's getting a bit angry and everyone's pissed off and thinks Donald Trump's actually a viable alternative. How's his latest fucking motto? What do you got to lose? He's fucking saying that. That's his new fucking catchphrase. What do you got to lose? Vote for me. What do you got to lose? It's like, oh fuck.
That's why I'm voting third party, man.
Yeah.
Yay, third party.
Actually, there's do you guys watch who was the pommy guy that used to be on the Jon Stewart show? John Oliver. He's got a show now.
Last week tonight. Yes, that's a damn good show. I'm subscribed to him on YouTube actually.
Have you watched the episode where he talks about that fucking book? It's like the last episode before he goes on break, and he actually talks about this book, and he wants Donald Trump to come on. And this book is scary. It was written years and years ago, and it's basically about a guy that's a real shitty person, basically. And he says, if I fucking say what people want, I reckon I could get elected as president. And he fucking does. And at his acceptance speech, he says, you should all be fucking ashamed of yourselves. You elected me to represent you all. What the hell? You need to go back and look at yourselves. Yeah, he just basically said, you should all be disgusted for electing me. I don't accept the job because I'm not fucking qualified to be your president. You're all retarded. That was the gist of the story.
Too bad Hillary wouldn't do that.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm third-party observation standing on the outside looking in. You've got two choices. At least she's had experience with being a diplomat. At least she's had experience fucking talking to people from other countries that are in positions of power.
If America's gonna burn, we might as well burn with some fucking fireworks.
Well, no.
She's also had. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And at least she's got the team backing her up with the fucking ability to deliver, and she's also gonna have the backing of most of the fucking Republican Party. That's the old school proper GOP, not the fucking new fucking libtard fucking whatever the fuck they are, right-wing dickheads. But the hardcore proper fucking GOP guys, they're all quietly saying, I'm voting for Hillary, I'm not voting for Trump.
I mean, it shows how strong the dislike is towards Trump in their regards, based on the fact that they're going to vote for someone who lies.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the 2004 election as far as her position as far as gay marriage as well as rights for other people compared to now. It's flip-flopped so much that if she does become president, how do I know that she's not going to change her mind again?
She will.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Well,
she doesn't even know what she believes at this point.
Exactly. And I mean, Trump's just entertaining to watch, in my opinion. I'm not, dude. Seriously, the thing that made me laugh my ass off is the fact that he was talking about building a wall in Mexico. Then he goes down to Mexico, and allegedly it went well.
Except that he left his hairpins in when he was fucking giving his speech, and there's a beautiful photo of him standing next to the Mexican president, and you can clearly see the bobby pin fucking in his hair, holding his head together.
With toupee and shit.
Yeah.
Holding his toupee together.
I think it was in 2008, and Trump said this, it was recorded in front of a TV camera. Trump just went, well, I really want to make some big dollars. You know what I'd do? I'd run for president, but I wouldn't try and win.
Trump wants my hair, and mine's natural. Look at that shit.
Trump said, now here's the thing about what Trump's doing right now. If you go and look at where Trump's money is going and look at all the shit, he is renting office spaces from Trump Towers. He hires his own airplane. He fucking pays his own companies when he goes out on the road doing the things and all the speeches and shit. He has them at his golf clubs and functions. He's just paying Trump Industries hand over fist, and all these people are donating fucking money to Trump, and he's giving it straight to Trump.
Let's not forget his investment with Stakes with a Sharper Image. Look how successful that was.
Well, yeah, look. Here's the thing about Trump. How can you trust a guy that was basically, people go, oh, he wasn't in charge. No, he was in charge of the casino that went bankrupt. And there is a list on the internet, and it lists all the casinos that have ever been licensed in America and their current status. Most of them are still kicking. A very small, very, very small group, a very special snowflake club indeed, went bankrupt. Trump's in that group. Well, if you can bankrupt a casino, you can do anything. So I reckon he could start a world war in a fucking week, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think
And
that we
hello,
should have.
Teddy.
I think we should make him a fucking sitcom out of Trump's
Magnificent.
presidency.
Black Metal Archives.
Fascist. It's fascist. How you doing, fascist?
Hi, Christopher the Fantastic Faggot.
We'll end up at war with like both Mexico and Russia and China.
At the same time.
Hello,
And North
Larry.
Korea.
Period.
Yeah, well,
Hello, Larry.
Russia and China are really good buddies now. They've recently just publicly announced, yeah, we're in Syria together now, and apparently America's now having a chat with them, going, all right, we got to stop fucking. We'll stop funneling arms to these guys, and if we promise to get our guys to stop shooting at your guys, can we all just shoot at the government? It's just come on, what the fuck? Just get out of there, let Russia and China do their thing, and that fucking civil war will be over in less than 12 months. The human rights people ain't going to like what's going on, but let's face it, 250,000 people have already died. You got to let the Syrians sort
Dude,
that
if
shit out
Russia and
themselves.
China go at it, China's gonna get obliterated, dude. Does China even have nuclear warheads? Like, they don't have the.
China and Russia are fucking mates, mate. Why are they going to go at it? They're together in Syria. They're not going to fight.
I thought you said China. I thought you said China and Russia are gonna go at war.
No, China and
No, they're
Russia
going to go at war with
are now
Syria.
in Syria helping the Syrian government. And the only fucking problem is the Americans are supplying arms to the people at the fucking... The Russians are supplying arms to one group, the Americans are supplying arms to a group that's fighting them and the government. So what you got here is you got another fucking Vietnam, basically, or a proxy Korea. It's a proxy war. America's funneling arms to one fucking side. Those arms usually end up in the wrong hands fucking anyway. Russia and fucking China are now backing the Assad regime. America's not going to change the tide of that war. They may as well accept the inevitable and go... Because
America might as well just butt out.
well, America
just needs to fuck off for once.
No, yeah, well, America needs to get the fuck out of Syria and just go, all right, listen, the Assad government's got the backing of Russia and China, who can veto us at the UN, so we're fucked.
But what about North Korea? Don't they
anything.
have, like... Well, what about North Korea? Don't they have some kind of a relationship with China?
Yeah, China's getting the shits with North Korea, though, because they constantly got a fucking cover for them in the UN, and that's getting old. And like I said earlier, once we get to a certain stage where those rare earth minerals are necessary, China will just steamroll North Korea into non-existence.
Yeah, fair enough.
It
I
will.
agree with that.
It's just waiting for the right time. Why do
If
it now?
if that's how it plays, yeah. But at the same time, don't nobody know how shit's gonna play until it happens.
Oh, absolutely.
But-
I'm absolutely talking hyperbole here, but that's what I think. When it comes time, China will just go and snot fucking North Korea into non-existence, or the North Korean people may even rise up and snot their God-ruling party out of existence and become one Korea again. Who knows? But I'd like to see the one Korea thing more than China steamrolling it. That'd be my preferred option: is a united, peaceful Korea. Because they're still at war, technically.
Yeah, technically they had all they had was an armistice or whatever. But
Correct.
one thing I will notice that has something to do with what y'all are talking about. Hey, Nerdy, you see how it's nighttime where you're at?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you see where I'm at?
Flat Earth.
The sun's still fucking bright
It
as
just
shit.
got dark here.
Well, it's still bright as shit here, and I'm only
In an
behind you.
hour. In an hour, ho.
And George Erickson.
Well, it hasn't even been dark for an hour now.
Meanwhile,
you-
down under, it's like tomorrow or
35
some
minutes
shit.
ago.
Yeah, I'm living in your future. It's 10 a.m. and it's
It's 10
Friday,
a.m. over
September
there?
9th. Yeah. September 9th, 10 a.m. Hello from
Jesus.
the future.
Wait.
Did you just wake
Oh,
up?
it's 8 p.m. Dude, it got dark like
When
half
do
an
you have to
hour.
go to work? When do you have to go to work?
Me? Never. I'm on a sickness and disability pension for being mentally ill. Like, I'm crazy,
Nice.
literally. Got the fucking paper.
I'm crazy. They send me all my pills through the mail.
I don't take
Oh
pills.
my gosh,
Brandon,
I wanna move to Australia. I'm crazy.
Red Eye, I envy you so much.
I bet
I'll move to Australia. I'm crazy.
I bet it's
Nah.
this right outside where Red Eye's at right now almost.
It is. It's fucking, yeah. It's actually coming over. It's looking like rain, actually, so that's good.
Ingram,
Rain's
it's
good.
gonna be dark there in 30 minutes. Give it fucking
Yeah.
30 minutes. It's gonna look like
I mean,
this.
there's the sunset. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there it is.
I could probably, if I lived
It
in
got
Australia,
well. It got dark here 30 minutes ago, so it's gonna get dark there in 30 minutes.
if I lived in Australia, I'd probably have that same shit because I'm kind of psychotic, but you know.
Same, Chris.
I got pension doc.
Buddy.
They slapped me on a pension in 1994. They were having deep
That's
lot of
before I
problems.
was born. How does that make you
Social
feel?
Security. So they took me in to see an occupational psychiatrist. An occupational psychologist. I freaked them out so badly that they stopped the fucking interview at about 5 minutes in and went, "I'm not qualified to handle your problems, sir." And what they do is to avoid giving people a pension is they send them to a third party independent, and I went and saw a psychiatrist. I was so fucking freaked out that I turned up for my evaluation a day early. They didn't tell me this until afterwards because they saw how anxious I was, and the last words that psychiatrist said to me is, "You couldn't hold down a job if somebody pointed a gun to your head. You're going on the pension. What I recommend to you is you pursue happiness actively because your condition is not a fun one." And that was her parting words with.
Basically, it's like,
Oh,
man,
I want to give you a hug, Red Eye.
it's basically, it's like, man, it sucks to be you. Try to be happy.
Yeah. So that was before a whole bunch of drugs.
I mean, I don't know what happy is, but like, I'm assuming that's good.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Jesus
So,
Oh, you know I don't know what happy is. I'm like, fucking,
Lodi,
I
Lodi,
actually like don't.
Why don't you just draw a fucking giant circle of eyeliner around your eyes and just staple razor blade?
Because I'm really bad at eye makeup.
Now,
Why don't you just tie a noose? Why don't you tie a noose around your neck and wear a paper bag that says "I'm suicidal"? You might as well just.
So then I'd have to find a paper bag and a noose, and that's way too much fucking effort.
All right, fascist. What I wanted to say is now what's happened in Australia is because our government's moved a lot towards the Republican model, user pays all this shit. Getting on a pension is nearly impossible these days. I've got two friends that have been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. They've got real big issues with mental health, and they won't even put them on what's called sickness benefits, which is like a transitional sort of halfway point between going onto a full pension. So
it's like trans sickness.
Yeah, and what they're doing now is they're actually kicking people off the pension, putting them onto what's called New Start allowance because they're officially in the job market looking for a job, so they're not classified as unemployed. It's this weird way they get around. And if you do certain amounts, do any activities for Centrelink, you're not unemployed anymore. So they're kicking people off the pension, making them do these shitty
Well, I guess it
courses.
was. I was gonna say, I guess in America we have something better. It was just disability. So
yeah, you do. It's like you've
maybe.
got veterans living under bridges and shit. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess it's not that good. I don't know. All I know is I just went to a psychologist and they pretty much told me I was psychotic.
I figured
majorly depressed. I was like, I don't know.
Do you think a psychologist would quit after I went to them?
No, they would just be annoyed because you're so fucking annoying.
You're going to put one of their kids through college.
I love you, fascist, honey, bunny bear. Love you.
If I was your psychologist, I would be pissed off because you are so over the top, so dramatic, so annoying.
No, she's going to put a kid through college, maybe two. The fucking psychiatrist is going to love nerdy.
No, fuck that.
Yeah, because they think they could get a lot of money out of me, even though I'm like broke.
I wouldn't want to deal with you. There's other people. There's millions of people that want to see a psychiatrist.
All right, I'll tell you right now, I've been to see them, and I'll say this: talking to a really good friend that you can trust in confidence is far more beneficial than talking to the shrink. The shrinks are good for prescribing drugs.
Hi, Dad.
Let's really clean this up.
Hey, that's not fair, Red Eye. I'm going to school to be a shrink. So.
I honestly believe that it didn't benefit me at all. The drugs they prescribed me, it was a fucking shot in the dark. It was basically throw a dart at the dartboard and see what it fucking lands on. Let's try that one. The best drug they gave me, it actually made me feel utterly normal, but here's the problem. Put me in a car, I got motion sick. So I know there's a medication out there that can eradicate my bipolar symptoms, but I can't fucking operate a motor vehicle or drive anywhere. I can't hold down a job then anyway because motion sickness. So I can become normal and then sit in my house all day and on my pension because I can't operate any or Even walking makes you feel sick on this shit. If you move, you feel sick. But if you sit still, your brain's working perfectly normal. So,
Maybe
and
it was
they
just something
let me
that you
on
had
that
to
shit
take
for
for a
8
while.
weeks.
Maybe it was just a side
I was
effect
on it
of
for 8
it.
weeks. Yeah, it was a side effect, and I've had 4 different medications, and each of the side effects are basically nearly worse than the condition. So now I smoke marijuana to manage the fucking manic
So with
episodes.
being said, I gotta ask, how easy and how well is the weed down there?
The
How
weed's
well?
great,
How well?
and let's put it this way: the cops have got bigger fish to fry these days. The whole terrorism thing. They're really worried about, because there's actually arseholes out over here planning attacks, and because they tap phones, they can actually stop them before they fucking happen, which is why you
Well,
hear.
there was some shit. There was some shit happening on the west side of Australia not too long ago with, I think, was it the Aborigines, because somebody killed somebody that was Aborigines
Yep,
or something? I don't know.
that was, yep, that was I think that was Kalgoorlie, and that was what happened. Was a 14-year-old Indigenous bloke who was a bit of a known as a bit of a scallywag in the local community stole a motorbike. Not the first time
Huh.
he's been in. Now, what happened was the guy that owned the motorbike apparently gave chase and run him over in a fucking car.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
And then what the Aboriginals did was, because they get very emotional at times like this. There's been a problem with deaths in custody and stuff, so they've got a legitimate beef, but they attack the fucking police and start lobbing rocks and bricks and shit at the fucking cops who were there to keep the defendant alive so he could get a trial and be found guilty and locked up so the motherfucker doesn't run anyone else over. And the Aboriginals just went
Wow.
ape shit and rioted, and they do that. I've been in an Aboriginal riot. They get really unreasonable, put a bit of alcohol in their system, and they go fucking yarra. And
So
I was
you had like people who were actual like people like police officers, if you will, trying to keep safety of said individual situation.
and they
Uh,
got fucked up for it.
Damn. I mean, like what was the reasoning for it though? Like if you could try to justify it.
Because in in Australia, in an Aboriginal community, excuse me, they've got their own justice system in Aboriginal communities, and for one of the things is getting speared in the leg, for instance. Say if you do a certain, I'm not sure of what you have to do to get speared, but I know that one of the punishments is, even if an Aboriginal commits a crime against another Aboriginal, he'll face white man's justice, but when he gets out of jail, then he's got to go back and face tribal justice. And I've heard stories, I haven't verified them, but I've heard stories of guys getting out of jail for, say, manslaughter, accidentally killing another Aboriginal man. He's got to go and face their family, and they'll get to spear him in the fucking leg, but they're not allowed to kill him, so they've got to basically jab him in the fucking leg and like dig the spear in, but try not to hit some arteries, and then they'll give him medical
Jesus,
care
like
afterwards.
so, like they actually fucking physically like do some shit to them,
Tribal justice, yeah.
which is weird
It's
because like
Fuck that.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Red Eye, why don't they just not go back? Why don't they just not go back to the community?
well, sometimes
Okay.
they can do that, but would you want to turn your back on your fucking tribe?
Yeah.
It's
So I don't get
tribe.
speared in the leg.
Depends on how
Which
you're
means I don't-
raised.
If you're raised in an indigenous traditional family with traditional values, you're going to go back because you're on it. You are on honor and integrity, and you'll go back and face the and take your punishment, mate, because
Fuck
it's
that.
in the
I
best
don't have
interest of the
honor.
tribe. That way, no.
I
But
don't have
once that's
integrity.
done, once you're done with the pay, there's no more payback
I
after
don't
that.
have
Whereas
integrity.
in New Guinea, you've got tribal payback. Now, what happens is one of my friends who moved here from Germany, his family lived in New Guinea for a while. One night, his father's driving home from the village. He was a doctor, accidentally run over a drunk guy asleep on the road. What happened the next day is the police officer went, this is really bad. Their tribe's going to come for you now. It's an accidental killing, but tribal payback's a thing in our country, and they're going to want eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Basically, they're going to come here and kill one of your family. So what happened
Interesting.
was, the next night, this
Dude,
is how it
they
went
should turn
down.
that into a movie.
Nah, seriously, this is all true. I know the guy's a good mate of mine. The next night, their houseboys turned on the big bug zapper, you know, the fluorescent tube lights with the cage and the bugs fly into them and go,
Yeah,
well,
the
listen to this.
fluorescent tube light.
The
Sorry.
a big rhinoceros, the fucking tribes come, they're fucking walking up to the front door and a rhinoceros being landed on the bug zapper and basically just got zap, blah, 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 and freaked them out and they ran off into the bush. They moved to Australia the next day. They just basically abandoned everything they had in New Guinea, took what they could carry and got the fuck out. Now, 10 years later, my mate's older brother's going to university in Brisbane and he gets word from someone. There's people from that tribe going to this university, and if they find out you're here, they will kill you because of tribal payback justice. He had to change his fucking name to go to fucking university safely.
Red Eye. That Red Eye. That should be. I want to turn that story into a script. Like that would be one of the best scripts ever.
It's
Chris with his fucking.
But I'm sorry, Red Eye. I'm gonna change the story. Like instead of them getting scared by a bug zapper, it's gonna be a fucking shootout. It's gonna be fucking crazy. Your friend is gonna have like an AK-47. You're just gonna lay out a whole bunch of fucking Aboriginals.
No,
Jesus.
And then when it's
there's no Aboriginals in New Guinea. They're Highlanders up there, and you don't look tribal payback in New Guinea. They call it Highland cricket. It's now I don't know if this is true, but I've also heard of this. It could be a wives' tale. How to score a run in Highland cricket? Your tribe finds one of the other guys from another village and chops off his fucking head. That's one run.
Damn.
And the other tribe can score a run by killing one of your guys and lopping off his head. Highland cricket. It's tribal payback. It's that's a nickname for it. It's called Highland cricket. And to score a run, you need to chop off someone's fucking head.
Somebody needs to like sit with these tribes and be like, "You guys are fucking retarded. All right, have a nice day." Like,
New Guinea.
You guys are fucking retarded. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to smoke marijuana.
Oh, okay, I'll join
have
you.
they Red Eye? An eye for an eye.
That was really hard to convince me, but I think you did it.
I'm working on it, actually. Hang on.
What was that, Fascist?
I said, have they never heard of an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind?
No, they're not familiar with the whole concept of that because they've basically lived in the rainforest for tens, if not maybe longer, tens of thousands of years at least, and they had a system of life that worked, although the cannibalism did come back to bite them on the ass with that whole brain disease thing sort of fucking
They're
them up.
cannibals?
Yeah,
dude.
fucking hot.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
cool. Fun.
Dude, look up. Here's another interesting thing about New Guinea. Look up cargo cult on Google and read about what a cargo cult is. They're a fucking real thing in New Guinea, cargo cults. I don't know about current day, but back during World War II, cargo cults. Read what they used to try and do. It's fucking fascinating. This is
Red Eye.
This is
Have you ever heard of this movie called Bone Tomahawk?
no.
It's a movie with Kurt Russell. It's about like these cannibalistic like fucking Indians or like I don't even know what the fuck they are. It was fucking crazy. It was a good movie. You should watch it.
Chris, I have seen Cannibal Holocaust. Does that count?
I never seen it, but I know that's like I heard that's just pretty much schlock, like a lot of gore.
Oh man, it seems so real, even though it was filmed in like the 80s or 70s or some bullshit. It's like so real.
Or some bullshit.
You should watch The Green Inferno.
No. The good thing about these cargo cults is it shows what a society will do, because they've never had Christianity put upon them, because the fucking Christians never got into the highlands and lived long enough to spread the word of Christ up there. So their first concept of God was they were seeing planes flying around during World War II, and you just got to read what the cargo cults is. This is their religion. They came up with their concept of God, and it was a fucking cargo cult. No Christianity required, and it's just a really interesting read, and you can sort of step back and go, wow, that's how it's really interesting. I just find it extraordinary that they come up with the concept of a cargo cult. Very cool. New Guinea's a very, very strange place.
So I
Yeah,
have
they
some.
should.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead. I don't care.
Well, I care, so you go ahead.
Aww.
I'm eating. I feel salt.
Why are you shocked?
He said, "I'm eating. I can't talk."
Oh, I thought you said Ingram. I'm shocked. But no, what I was gonna say is I got a buddy of mine who has relatives down in Melbourne, which I'm pretty sure that's not where you're at. Forgive my ignorance in geography.
That's
Based
down
off
south,
of
mate. Victoria.
what's that?
That's 2 states away.
2 states away.
They have states in Australia.
We got
Yeah, it's just like a real
We got-
country.
I was about to ask the same thing. Actually.
we got some states. We've got a couple of territories.
Yeah, we got some states. We got some providences. We got
But
some.
like, we're not, like Australia's as big as like Texas.
Yeah, honestly, no. Australia's big as shit. A lot of people don't give it the credit that's due. Like, Australia's big as shit. There's a reason they have fucking 3.5 time zones.
Hold on. Did you just say we've got cattle stations as big as fucking Texas in Australia, you nong? We've got cattle stations as big as some of your states. Our country's basically the same size as America. We've got
No,
cattle
your country's
stations.
like-
I don't know
like
if it's
Alaska.
that big.
Your country's like
No,
as
we-
big as Alaska.
If you combine America's like lands, including Alaska, pretty sure you're not spitting.
I'm just gonna Google it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that in land mass we're not too far off America. And I know we've got a cattle station as big as one of your states in America, and the Chinese are trying to buy it, and the Australian government just went, nah, fuck
Oh, yeah,
off.
okay.
mate."
Well, that's saying a lot
You
because
guys-
one of our states
wait,
is
you
Rhode
guys-
Island.
Wait, actually, you guys are kind of close. Like the United States is like 9 million square kilometers, and Australia is 7 million square kilometers.
There you go.
How did you
Not-
get it so fast? Fuck you.
yeah. I was gonna say,
Not-
like, not
not
knocking
far.
Australia because Australia is actually big as shit. A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh
give
yeah,
it
in
Oh,
credit.
the
yeah.
world, the U.S. is 4th and Australia is 6th.
I was
But
not-
if you're gonna compare it to the whole American land,
Yeah, no, it's not going to stack up against the whole continent. I said it was nearly as big, not quite. But
Okay,
I know
fair.
that
Yeah.
we got cattle stations that are the size. I do believe that there is a cattle station the size of your state of Texas, and its own.
Yeah, I was gonna
state.
say we have cattle stations in the size of a state known as Kansas. Or
Wait, okay, but like Alaska is 663 kilometers.
Well, if you technically take the
I mean,
far eastern edge of Alaska to the farthest western edge, where the islands stretch out, it actually stretches out from like the East Coast all the way to like fucking Montana or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, like America's a massive amount of land. But Australia's. I think we've got a special
Wait.
designation. We're an island continent. It's like a real fucking weird one. We're the biggest island / smallest continent. It's a weird one. So
Yeah, you guys
biggest
are a
island,
continent,
but
not
we're
an
small.
island.
Yeah, I gotta say, you're definitely quite a large island.
So I gotta ask, like at a Hungry Jack's, do you
It's
have
a continent, nerdy. It's not an island.
at
We got
Hungry?
Jack-
It's an island and it's a continent. I
Okay,
can't
then
be
like,
wrong.
basically the Americas is an island.
Well,
No, it's a
technically
continent.
every continent's on.
Well, that's actually 2
Yeah, that's what-
continents, but like
That's what I'm
it's
saying,
it's an
technically,
island.
if you
He
go there,
just
then
called
you're
it an island less than a minute ago, and you're fucking attacking me for it.
Okay,
What
nerdy.
the fuck, Christopher?
Nerdy, what are the 7 continents?
There's 7.
Is
My
Australia not one of
nuts. My dick.
or Oceania? Or Oceania?
No, Europe, Asia. Yeah, I think it's called Oceania now because it includes more than just Australia, which is a island in the continent of.
Oh, it's not a fucking island.
They also used to be part of a certain
Alright.
timeline, and they changed
Ladies
it.
and gentlemen, as the country of Australia, it's mostly on a single landmass that's comprised most of the continent. It is sometimes informally referred to as an island continent surrounded by oceans. So,
But okay, but like Greta, just think about this. If Australia is an island because it's surrounded by water, then how are the Americas not an island because they're surrounded by water on all sides? How was
Because America
our-
is
the
everywhere.
amount of land mass will be a factor in that. And I'm trying
you guys,
to
your
ascertain.
land mass is almost as big as like Russia?
But America's everywhere. You have American Samoa, you have Guam, you have other American territories that are technically
Those are
considered
territories.
But it's America.
Those
Okay,
are.
I mean, there's also 2 American
talking about-
continents.
Technically.
I'm talking about the Americas.
Oh, look, we have a second man. Now we just need Schroeder.
Ingram. I'm talking about the continent of America, which includes South America, Canada, America, Central America, Mexico.
Listen, I've got this World Islands and they've got some things up here. The characteristics of a continent are areas of geologically stable continental crusts or crations, tectonically independent from other continents. Biological distinctiveness with unique animal and plant life, cultural uniqueness, local belief in separate continent status. And then it says, obviously, the first 2 are scientific, the other 2 are more subjective. And it says, it's got a comparison here. Compare Australia and Greenland, the largest island. So we're in this mid-butter zone of being both. So Australia and Greenland, tectonic independence from other continents. Australia, yes. Greenland, no.
Wait. Tectonic independence.
Whoa! What the fuck is that on Ingram's face?
What is that?
Tectonic plates. That's like, you know how you've got the fault line, the Santa Fe fault line. That's 2 tectonic plates meeting. That's a fault line. So there's a plate each side.
Oh wait, you guys don't know what
But what about New
tectonic plates
Madrid?
are?
What about New Madrid
Santa Fe.
or New Madrid,
Well,
whatever you want to pronounce it?
I'm not sure, but how down the list further. So it says here, so there are good reasons to assert Australia is a continent and not an island. However, it has to be conceded that there is no definitive answer. The questions only grow more complex when you look at the details. By scientific criteria, Madagascar and several other islands will now be continents underneath this criteria. Europe is really just a series of peninsulas off Western Asia. Only culture, tradition, and a sense of separativeness gave it a continental status. So Asia and Europe are actually one landmass, but it's considered 2 continents. So there goes the rule books. Just the rules are being fucking. Africa.
So basically, there's no like.
No, but
basically, there's no like.
Yeah,
basically, there's no standard definition for what a continent is.
Well, there is and there isn't. This is the whole thing. It's if you go by the first 4, we're a continent. But if you get further down here, it starts getting muddy, and you start going, is Europe a continent at this point? Because is Asia and Europe separate continents when they're absolutely joined as a land?
Yeah, and like what about Japan? Like what about Japan? Is Japan not a continent?
Well, yeah, it is. But listen to this: Siberia and Alaska are not part
Japan
of
is an
separate
island,
continents geologically. No, listen to this:
Holy
Siberia
shit,
and Alaska
who the hell cares?
are not part of a separate. Well, no, Siberia and Alaska are on the same tectonic plate, so geologically they're part of the same continent. The sea barrier between them is happenstance of the
geologically,
Okay.
The high sea levels are happenstance of the current high sea levels. When the sea levels are lower, it's a landmass. Is America and fucking Europe now a continent?
Hang on.
Asia
Okay, but wait, right out.
Hang on.
Wait, hold on, Ingrid. Let me just say something real quick. It's only gonna take 1 minute. Okay, this is why Australia is a continent. Tectonic independence from other continents. Australia, yes. Unique flora and fauna. Australia, yes. Unique cultures. Australia, yes. And this is why Greenland is an island and not a continent. Tectonic independence from other continents? No. Unique flora and fauna? No. Unique cultures? No. Greenland is an island. Australia isn't a continent.
Okay. So where I was going to get
I'm
at.
gonna call it both, and I'm not gonna give a fuck.
Okay,
So-
all I want to know is why Ingram has a red poisonous caterpillar living in a symbiotic relationship with his lip.
Because
That's always been there. He's Spider-Man.
All right, but,
Yeah.
but
I don't think Boland's a
throw
big
this
fan
back-
of Ingram's mustache.
I'll throw this back at you then, dude. It's like, why are we calling Asia and Europe separate continents when there is nothing separating the two? They're on the same tectonic plate. So the rules that govern why Australia's a continent are thrown out the fucking window when it comes to Europe. So that's why.
I'm just gonna call it an island.
no.
continent. This is its own
You're
fucking
going off-
continent. Suck my
Europe,
dick.
Australia, Europe, Asia, same tectonic plate.
Before
yes.
we continue, are we actually discussing islands right now?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to make a point.
Yeah,
This is why
please help me.
it's such a muddy thing because if you take the rules that he just used for Australia and apply them to fucking Europe and Asia are no longer separate continents; they're the one continent. So that's
I mean,
what I'm
that's where
saying.
I guess.
Well, you could
because-
bring it back all the way to Pangea if that's the case. In which
Wait,
case,
but like,
fucking
no,
China's
but
the
like,
same
look,
thing
Red
as
Eye, Red
fucking
Eye,
Alaska.
the reason is because
Yeah.
wait, Red
We've
Eye.
been different continents for
Oh my
so long.
God,
Just
nerdy.
let me.
Wait, hold on, just one second. But I'm saying the reason they're considered different, Asian Europe, is I think it's probably because of the cultures and the unique
Cultures, exactly.
Like
Exactly.
the cultures between Europe and Asia are completely different, and there's different like plants and
Dude, here's the thing though.
animals.
You have so many different cultures amongst Asia. You have so many different cultures amongst
like,
the state of
even- like,
Alaska
even the-
itself.
Okay. Well,
Even
on
those-
that
none
case,
of those
Madagascar just became a continent under your rules as well. See, that's why the rules
But
are a bit
is-
silly, and
but
they
is
really need to
Madagascar-
sit down.
Well,
and really
hang on. Wait,
Is Madagascar's culture different from Africa?
It's
how
got
can
its
you
own-
prove it?
unique culture and its own unique local fauna and fauna. It's evolutionary. It's a very special place. There's nothing
Well,
like
hang on.
Madagascar.
Well, hang on. So you've been to both regions fully.
No, all I know enough about Madagascar to know that evolutionary. There are animals there that are nowhere, and plants
What?
that are nowhere else on the planet. I've got Madagascar plants in my backyard. I've got some. I know about
So
them.
that's
My mum
that's
used-
how you know.
How do I know? Well, Madagascar's an island off Africa, but going under. I'm just trying to make a point that the rules are actually got to be rewritten because
Well, yeah,
depending on what subset
Well,
of
that's
you
not
use-
my job. So why are
No,
you bringing it up with me? Bring it up with someone who actually could do something about it.
No, I'm
It's
just.
just a conversation.
Or give a fuck.
Well,
You just-
hang on. Technically, anyone could do something about it.
Yeah.
But, like,
it's-
I could not give
no,
a fuck about it. Is that cool?
I know what you're saying, Red Eye, and I agree with you that the rules, the reason we consider these places continents is just because they're considered continent. There's no real reason other than in the, like, back in the old days in history, people were like, Europe's a continent, this is a continent, this is a continent. I mean, there's no real rhyme or reason for it. But
No, absolutely. And wouldn't it be nice for the next generations? Because this is obviously this webpage is saying there is no definitive answer. Basically, that's the end result of it's like there's no. And I find it really interesting that we're in 2016. We're about to launch a mission to get a sample off a freaking rock that's flying around in our solar system, but we can't decide what's a continent, what's a fucking island.
wait, and not only that, Red Eye, but we're also like sending
I agree with that.
a fucking spaceship to Jupiter to see if there's actually life on one of Jupiter's moons,
And at the same
which is pretty
time,
much all water.
well, I mean, I kind of agree with both sides at this point because they both bring up good points. But what I would say is I find it funny that everyone finds things funny, if you will. Meanwhile, shit's just going down, period. Like,
Yeah.
as weird as it sounds.
Here's one last. I've just read this one last interesting thing, and then I'll shut up about the thing. It says Australia has unique ancient cultures, and it's comparing Australia to Greenland again. And then it mentions that everyone agrees that everything smaller than Australia is an island. So everyone's agreed at that point. We're the point of contention, basically, is our landmass. Australians themselves are divided and often claim that Australia is both the world's largest island and the world's smallest continent.
Yeah, that's
So-
what I saw that too.
Yeah.
The population
And-
of Australia.
And it says here, Australia is considerably larger than Greenland. If separation is key, then Antarctica should also be considered an island, making Australia the second largest. So Antarctica is actually a larger landmass than us. So it's what I think they should do is go, right, a certain amount of landmass, bang, and we'll
Yeah.
make that the designation.
And
because
there's also the thing that no one lives on Antarctica. Like that's like because Australia is the second smallest population for a continent because nobody really lives in Australia. I mean, in Antarctica.
I live in
Well, I mean, at least scientists go down there like Landon.
Stay
Yeah,
there,
the-
they're not permanent
we've
residents.
got a permanent presence there, but it's not, you can't do much farming down there yet. Global warming will fix that, though.
I live in Antarctica.
Well, apparently, certain places
Sam!
in Greenland
Oh, you're my one neighbor?
are now fertile farmland because of the global warming. So the territory we're losing to the ocean rising up, we're actually gaining land that's coming out of from under the snow and permafrost, and it's prime agricultural land too, apparently, because it ain't been
Also,
farmed for a long time.
Yeah.
also, Ben challenged the Brett team. I'm putting this out there. I'm challenging both of the other subpar mats to a WWE style sanction match with Red Eye as my tag team part.
Wait,
Oh, fuck
can I be
yeah.
in your tag team? You need a black person. Don't be racist.
Okay, we'll add you as the special guest referee.
All right, and then while you guys are fighting and nobody's looking, I'm gonna fucking punch the shit out of somebody as a special guest referee.
There
Beat
you
the fuck
go.
out of me, dude. Make a spectacle of it. Beat the shit out of the Aussie guy.
All right,
Are you
don't
sure
forget.
about
Just
that?
remember. Wait, Red Eye. Just remember to bring a razor so that when I punch you in the head, make sure to cut yourself so you start bleeding.
Nice one.
Or we could do it like they did in the last pay-per-view, and you could just throw elbows into his head until he's busted open.
Yeah, why not?
Look, Red Eye already has enough issues, like as it is. We don't want to add on to them.
I'm a skinny
Aw,
motherfucker.
really?
I don't know if I can take you.
I can't disagree with that statement, dude. I can't. It was
Fuck you,
factually correct.
Red Eye, if you ever need someone to talk to, I'll always be there.
Thanks, guys. Nah, I'm
Larry was bored with our continent talk, so he left.
Yeah, look, so
Yeah.
that's one of my things is sometimes I will get sidetracked and get tunnel vision on a thing. And only reason because I like hearing what other people thought and their perspective because it helps me understand. And I know it was a shitty subject. We'll pick a better subject next time. But I think it's an interesting subject on how people can't agree whether we're a fucking island or a continent.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've also read that like the reason Europe and Asia is separated has a lot to do with politics. Also, like Asians don't want to be they don't want to be considered European because I guess they don't like the Europeans, and the Europeans are like, we don't want to be Asian either. You fucks.
No,
Oh,
that's
look,
kinda-
it's getting dark there, isn't it, Ingram?
A little bit, just a little bit. The sky's still blue,
That's how it
though,
looked here an hour ago.
but it's still blue.
It's always still
Nerdy
blue,
just
even when it's
changing
completely
time.
dark. It's just a very, very dark shade of blue.
Nerdy, why do
It's
you
always
keep
blue.
changing, why do you keep changing time? First you were like, it was dark here, it was bright here 30 minutes ago. Then 5 minutes later,
Because that was 30 minutes ago when I said it.
Wait,
It was
you didn't let
8
me-
o'clock, and now it's 8:34.
I bet you if
Wait,
Red
wait,
Eye
wait.
threw the camera on and showed his
I said
fucking
that at
window,
exactly 8 o'clock.
But Nerdy, no, Nerdy. Before you were like, there's 30 minutes ago it was bright. And then 5 minutes later you were like, yeah, well, an hour ago it was bright here. Like you switched it like 5 minutes
It's
later.
been 30 minutes.
No,
the
I'm
It
sun is
talking about
just
legitimately
now
has.
going down. The sun is
I'm talking
just now
about
going
earlier.
down.
Can you not hear?
And it
I
looks
said
cool.
earlier.
I said it's
Earlier.
30 minutes since the lights gone down.
Earlier.
It will look like this here. It will
Okay.
look.
Okay,
It'll,
you're right. No, you're right.
I can't
I'm sorry.
No, stop. I can't. I need to fix this. Okay.
Nerdy, you're right. No, you're
I
right.
said,
I'm sorry.
asshole. No, like, please stop.
She said asshole.
You're right.
I said that in an hour from then, it would look like it did back then in Ingram's, where Ingram is, because Ingram's an hour behind us.
You're right.
That's what I said.
You're right.
Stop.
Sky's still blue, though.
Are you triggered, Nerdy? I didn't even realize we were
Like, honestly, like I was saying, meanwhile, Red Eye could probably take his phone out to the fucking wherever the fuck he lives at, and the fucking sun's gonna be bright as shit like it just came out. Because
He doesn't have a camera. They don't believe in cameras in Australia.
No, they do.
Nah,
Everyone
they
believes
have-
in cameras.
Google banned me from owning camera.
If they had cameras
Why?
in
Most of
Australia, we
Google-
would see terrible Aboriginals fucking in the background. Because that's all they do. They just fuck.
Yeah, it's
All the
just
all the time.
those Aboriginal people. They just climb all over your stuff, fucking. It's getting pretty bad.
Australians don't want to know. They don't want people to know how bad it really is. They don't want people to know.
I've just opened up chat again. Hey, Kush, Hello, everybody that said hello, and look, it's retarded.
Hold on, chat. Hi, Kush.
Fuck you,
Like I said,
I hate you.
Retarded individual situation.
oh shit, Thursday
Chat
night
is
football.
Oh god.
Oh shit, it's Thursday night football, baby.
I'm going back inside.
Football?
I refuse to go inside.
Wait,
That's not
man,
football.
you don't fucking watch football?
No,
I like
I
basketball
should,
better.
I don't watch.
I wish I was watching football right now, actually.
Contact sports.
Did you say football is all contact? You fucking cunt.
Well, I'll put it this way: we've got the state of origin, which is arguably the roughest fucking version of rugby union on the planet. No fucking teams go harder than.
That's because everybody that lives in
our
Australia. I was gonna say that's because everybody that lives in Australia is fucking descendants of fucking murderers and rapists.
Well, here's the thing about state of origin. It's our state versus New South Wales, the guys next door. It's televised worldwide. It's watched by fucking more people than the fucking NRL, the National League's grand final. It's that popular. And they took it to America and did a tour. And the Americans were freaked out. The gridiron players were you guys aren't wearing helmets and massive padding. What the fucking shit? Like, your gridiron players were fucking terrified of playing rugby league without fucking protective gear. They basically went, no, we wouldn't do that. And all of our guys were watching them going, what? Fucking helmets, more padding than fucking, what the fuck? They didn't get it.
Dude, you should see the helmets we have now.
Yeah, I know. You guys could fucking basically get shot at. Still keep running.
Football's a pussy sport.
You're a pussy sport.
Yeah, Bolin, football's not like that hardcore sport of Magic the Gathering.
Hey,
Nah.
And Yu-Gi-Oh!
All right, I'll make a confession. If I come to America and I had a sport to choose to go and watch, I'd go and watch some fucking NASCAR or the Indy 500 because.
Oh my God,
Alright.
Red Eye. That is the most lowbrow, redneck, Southern hillbilly, dumb
Fucking
fuck
A, man.
you can do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm white trash, so you know I like NASCAR.
Goddamn.
Like
love
Red
the
Eye,
Chevrolet.
I'm from
Yeah.
Mississippi. I take offense to that.
Red Eye, you might as well just put on 300 pounds, get a trucker
Ingram,
hat,
I'm the best
never
white
shave,
trash we have.
drink a beer, and marry a crackhead if you're gonna watch NASCAR. You might as well just be the whole stereotype. That's what I'm saying.
Well, hey, I'll start doing crack because I'm gonna be his green card wifey.
Yeah, me and Nerdy are going to NASCAR. We're going to become rednecks.
Yeah,
Nerdy. I'll get you
motherfucker!
a tractor hat. We're going to have
Can we
colours
get
and
a tractor?
jeans.
Oh my god, can we get a tractor? Instead of
Wait,
like a
but
regular
how
car, can
low-
we just drive a tractor?
We're
How
getting
low
a
does
John
your IQ
Deere.
have to be?
John
You have to
Deere
be to be
tractor, one each.
entertained by-
Yes! Oh my god.
Nerdy, you get
Wait,
the
but
fucking
I'm so
Nerdy,
excited. Come to
How old is your-
America. This is
how
gonna be
stupid
great.
do you have to be entertained by cars going in circles really fast? Like, I mean, can you
Not
just really think
very.
about
It's
that?
it's pretty
You are-
good.
You're
Because-
excited to go see cars go in a circle.
because the
Actually, it's
skills
usually
needed to
more of
keep
an
that-
oval.
keep a car on a track at those speeds is fucking phenomenal. If you put those guys on any video game, pinball machine, any of that shit, they won't die. They did it with fucking Ayrton Senna and all those guys back in the day. They threw them on all the latest video games, and their reaction times, they smoked every video game put in front of them. They couldn't be beaten. They were fucking incredible. They're machines, dude. And you got balls of
They're
steel
fucking
to drive
morons.
the fucking car. Nah,
That's because they use 100% of their brain power just to make sure they don't die.
I
'Cause that's
want
the
to
only
see
thing they can
That's
succeed at in
good.
life.
Not dying is a good thing.
You want my total respect? Go and set a new fucking lap record at the Indy 500, dude, and I will fucking treat you like a god because those dudes have got balls of steel.
Look, Red Eye,
They
first
really
of all,
Yo, Red Eye,
I'll-
we're gonna go watch some fucking. We're gonna watch a lot of car racing when we hang out.
oh my God, you guys are insane. I can't believe you guys actually.
You know what? You know what's also cool?
And bike racing at Laguna
Truck
Seca.
racing.
Yeah, truck racing. Fuck yeah.
Oh
We do
my
that
God.
over here.
Oh
And that's
so
man.
much.
NASCAR is a lot more exciting than freaking football. At least they're
Are
not.
you retarded?
No, at least they're not. They're not chasing a freaking testicle up and down.
Yeah, they're not chasing a testicle. They're just chasing the fucking air because they're going in fucking circles. What the fuck are you talking about? NASCAR is more exciting.
Yeah, but they're racing, like, you know.
Like, this is how you know
You
your
don't know
sport.
who's gonna win.
Man, fuck y'all. I'm hungry and I got the munchies.
Wait, Bo, this is how
Go get the
you
food,
know
bitch.
your sport is fucking retarded. When the most exciting thing is when
Munchies,
people get
munchies. Getting
When the most
shots.
exciting
Yo,
thing
Chris,
is
why do you
when
have to
people
fucking
get
rag
shot.
on people who have different opinions than you? Like, why do you have to be
Because
such
they're
a
fucking
fucking dirtbag to people just because they
love
want to
it.
have an opinion that's separate from yours? Your opinion is not 100% right all the time. Like, we can respect your opinion. Respect ours, then.
Look, Chris, I like NASCAR. Chris hates NASCAR. I like it that Chris doesn't like NASCAR because I like it when Chris unloads on people because it's entertaining and it's fun. What are you cooking, mate? What's for dinner?
My dick.
Pot
Holy
stickers.
Wait, Matthew
37
Eager,
ounces
did
of
you just
cock.
turn into how to basic? Is Matt
What?
Eager how to basic?
Wait.
Okay, but bowling. Are you
I feel like me and Renan would just get
Yeah.
really high and have a great time watching cars race. When
Oh my god. Okay.
hours.
Birdie, I'll tell you what, good race coming up very soon in Australia, the Bathurst 1000. It's an endurance race. And it's fucking awesome.
I don't even like NASCAR. I don't like NASCAR. I don't like football. I don't like basketball. I don't like baseball.
Yeah, I'm not
Fucking
oh,
Well,
watch-
what would you, if you had to do,
Alright.
go to a sport or like one of those like things, what would you go to?
Lacrosse.
you know what
Okay,
I'd
that's
do in
you know what, that's random, but I like it.
Yeah, nerdy. Don't
go to an
disagree with
American-
anything, nerdy, because that's mean.
You disagree
Actually-
with
No,
everything.
I don't want to watch lacrosse, but I like that his answer was lacrosse.
No, Bowling, I was being fucking sarcastic. She got mad at me for not liking NASCAR. You're a cunt. You don't like things other people like.
You're racist. You don't
No,
like
you were just being
races.
like a dick about our opinions, you retard.
fucking stupid.
NASCAR bigot. You NASCAR bigot cunt.
No shit, I'm stupid, really? Oh my god, that's a total newsflash to me. I don't call myself a fucking retard all the fucking time because I think I'm
Nerdy,
intelligent.
go to your
Nerdy,
happy
I
place.
just
Think
don't-
of your tractor.
How you are going to be entertained by cars going in.
Yeah, you know what, fucking fascist,
Are
I'm
you a
running
child?
over with a John Deere tractor.
You're like, oh my god, circle. He go really fast.
Actually, I don't say that.
People don't
I know,
watch
because
it for the. People don't watch it
You
mostly
Get into
for
the
the.
wall and die.
Think at the fucking same time and speak words. That will require too much mental effort.
Hey, Billy Joe Bobsu, we go to
Mental
NASCAR.
effort.
Let's go. Yeah.
You know what, fascist? We're gonna bring you to NASCAR.
A
Me
lot
and
of
Red Eye are gonna come and kidnap you.
You
and
have
bring
been
you
in
to
Talladega.
You better give me a whole bottle of fucking vodka.
Talladega. Oh shit, yeah. That movie was
You're
fucking
fucking
epic.
dick.
Talladega. That movie was so fucking funny. I loved it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Talladega Nights.
Oh, like, okay, Red
Yeah,
Eye. But do you understand that Talladega Nights is literally making fun of how fucking stupid NASCAR is?
I know.
That's really the point of the movie.
Yeah, I know. I still love NASCAR though, because the cunts drive real fast. They're psycho. And when I'm stoned, it entertains me. It's like,
And a lot of people actually don't watch NASCAR for the race. A lot of people
the
watch
crashes.
For the wrecks,
somebody
yeah.
crash.
Well, I fucking watch for the fucking crashes, dude, not the fucking racing.
I said,
Have you ever
know
seen
your
how
sport-
far they go in the air and parts fly off? It's like a fucking ballet, man.
Well, dude, that's what I said. I just said, you know your sport is terrible. The thing is when people almost die.
Straight up.
Yo, people die playing every sport at least once or once.
But
Yeah,
the
but
mass-
people don't
the
die because they're
massive
driving 100 mile an hour cars and running into other people going 100 fucking miles an hour.
Well, maybe they
Yeah,
should be.
Shit's epic. And here's the thing,
Yeah.
the massive majority of drivers that have wrecks in NASCAR walk away from the accidents unhurt because of the safety measures they've put in place. That's why it's fun now, because I don't have to worry about the dude dying.
Just look at
It's a
Dale
very,
Earnhardt.
very fucking rare day.
Just look at Dale Earnhart's
Okay.
Dale Earnhardt.
I'm
Or
gonna
Dale Earnhardt
compare-
Jr.'s father, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm trying
Red
to say.
Eye
Yeah.
is making me. Red Eye is making me actually consider watching NASCAR just because of his fucking enthusiasm. For the shit.
Actually,
seriously.
I love it.
Actually,
I
I'd love to see somebody get in a wreck, get out their car, and the next thing you know, another car comes by and smacks straight into them.
That'd be hilarious.
Fucking happened. Look, I've seen some crazy shit on racetracks. My brother used to race go-karts. So I've watched a lot of car racing in my time, but motorbike racing is the fucking really scary shit. The GP bikes and the fucking super bikes. And some of the shit, there's a rider called Narayuki Haga, and he was a Japanese guy, and they called him the samurai of slide, because he would power slide a fucking motorbike, basically drift a motorbike around a corner at fucking race speeds and stay on the fucking thing constantly. He was on an underpowered bike compared to all the other teams, and that motherfucker never gave up, and he used to win the odd race, but everyone just acknowledged him. He was just such a hardcore fucking motherfucker. And when you see those guys high side at speed, that's the stuff that makes you cringe, because you know these guys are getting fucking hurt. So watching NASCAR, they're in safety bubbles, mate. Watching them hit the wall, the walls are all got springs in them now, so the walls give. All the containers have got water, so they give. Everything gives. The cars have got crumple zones. They've got fucking whiplash protection. Those guys can eat a smash at 100 and fucking something miles an hour and literally walk away from it. It's amazing.
Hey, nerd.
So what you're saying is you're a NASCAR fan.
Fuck yeah.
Hey,
man.
nerdy. Do you want Teddy to get a link?
And that
yeah,
camera,
sure.
they've got a camera right built into the fucking wall on trackside, and when
Send
they
them on
just come
practice.
straight, and the
Sure,
sense of
Teddy.
speed you get from cars just fucking blasting by,
Thanks,
and the
Coach.
Indy cars especially, it's just like mind-boggling. They're going faster than the jet takes off, man. They've got, if they had the aerodynamic capability and they set it so it got lift instead of holding it to the track, they would fucking fly off in the air. And they do sometimes when they get air under them.
Oh, I'm curious about something. Nerdy, how long did it take you to realize that we all left last night?
What?
How long did it take you to realize we all left last night?
What do you mean?
The hangout
When did you guys leave?
at like 12 o'clock?
Oh, I was fast asleep. So this morning when I woke up
Damn.
at like 10 a.m.
Did you sleep on the porch the whole night?
Yeah.
Well, damn. What the hell was up with your parents? They didn't even care you were sleeping on the porch? Shit.
Oh no, they did. They don't like it when I do it, but I do it anyway.
Oh, okay.
Ba-da-da, Teddy!
Oh, it's good to see you again.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm also having a hard time not laughing because Megan's cat's walking around me constantly sticking his cold nose to me and sniffing.
Are you on the toilet as always?
No, I'm on my bed. I'm petting my cat, and Megan's cat's just walking around me because I recently got out the
Oh,
shower.
surrounded by pussy.
Yep.
This is what's going on.
Hey, I'll tell you another cool sport, drone racing. That's fucking epic, because you got the point of view cameras on the fucking drones. That shit is just so cool, and it's cheap to get into. Anybody can fucking do it.
That shit's stupid.
I like lacrosse just because
Your
it's so
dick's
fucking
stupid,
violent.
fascist.
It was a joke, nerdy. Fuck on.
I like lacrosse because it's so damn violent.
I like violent because it's so damn lacrosse.
What's the game? There's this one game they play. They stand in a long fucking spot. It's like and you're just basically chucking the ball. You got this like a scoop on a handle, and you're fucking
Lacrosse.
That's right. That's the one where the ball hits you so hard it can kill you.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I like
And
that sport.
It's played like football, except you have a goalie and a net, and you have the pole with the scoop on it, and you chuck the ever-loving hell out of that ball.
Oh,
Yeah, and there's
guys,
another
we have to
version where
stay
they
on for at
rebound it off
least
the
another hour.
Why?
Why?
Because Schroeder said he can join in like an hour, and then we can have all three
I
mats
like
on here.
Schroeder.
Okay, I'll
Although
probably
after
be gone
meeting Bowen, I
by
realized
about there.
all the mats are pretty cool.
No, the other two mats are subpar to me.
I like all three mats. I think mats are good people.
I am the leader of all mats.
Second Matt seconds that.
Exactly.
I love when Matt says that. I don't know why. It just makes me happy.
My cat's fucking changing colors.
How's that possible?
I don't know. I just noticed where her fur used to be black on her stomach starting to turn red.
The reason why that's possible is simply because of acid.
It might be. Acid.
Oh, acid.
Like the drug.
Oh.
Well, she's a pretty unique cat. She's black and gray and white on top. She's got a freaking black and pink nose. Her paws are black and pink.
What's her name?
Not Sue. Natsu.
Okay.
That's from something, but I can't think of what it's from.
It's from an anime called Fairy Tale.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Oh,
That
I don't know if I've
garbage
heard of
ass
that
piece
before,
of
but I
shit,
have.
fucking good for nothing exclusive in anime. Yeah, I know about that.
I love that anime.
I'm actually
Fuck Fairy Tale.
I just haven't
Sorry.
watched it in a while.
What's wrong with Fairy Tale?
I don't like it.
Why?
Okay.
I don't know what Fairy Tale is, but I'm sure that it's better than Ren Seeks Help.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my
I'm
gosh, why
actually
they even
curious
make
to
that?
know why he hates it though.
Okay, so here's my thing with it. Why is it every time that something is about to go down and you're gonna, take advantage of the situation, if you will, based off of, plot points, that you have to announce your move, and your move that you announce lasts for like fucking 1.5 minutes every fucking time that you do it?
Well, I mean, isn't that most animes though? I mean,
No, it's not. That's a thing. Usually, I thought the same thing until I looked into it myself. It's like, yes, they built it up. Yeah, there was the classic Kamehameha and whatnot with Dragon
I
Ball
was
Z.
to do Kamehameha because that's where it all came from.
Sure,
Yeah.
but because of that, motherfuckers started realizing, you know what? Maybe this is just kind of too drawn out. And there were other animes that I've been, watching here recently.
Nice burp.
That I've been watching here recently, where I'm just like, you know what? This is so much better.
Okay.
Hell, I've even recently gotten to, I never watched Naruto growing up, so I decided to watch Naruto. And even then, whenever I watch that shit, I'm like, man, this is so much better than that bullshit. Because every time, no, I can understand whenever you're introducing the move and it's the first time, you're like people learning what the move is and how it works and whatnot. Understand if you're going to do it the first few times. When you do it, every single goddamn time for over 200 episodes. It's like,
Matthew, can I just say, as much as I like Naruto, I don't really like the character himself. I think he's kind of annoying.
That's cool.
Well, he's not as annoying as Shippuden.
No,
Oh my god.
No, I think my favorite character is Itachi or Kabuto.
I was gonna say I like the bad guys, Itachi and Orochimaru. I like the bad guys, dude.
Why are the villains in shows always so interesting?
What?
Because villains are more human than heroes. Heroes are usually fake. Like, there's nobody in real life like the heroes in most movies.
Like, if you're gonna have if you're gonna have a hero anything, you gotta have a good villain, a memorable villain. Even if the villain loses in the end, they have to be so memorable.
I just feel like villains are more human.
Really, if you want a hero that's close to anything human, it's Deadpool.
I never seen or read Deadpool, but I heard it's pretty good.
Or look at like Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Like protagonists that are like human, who aren't just always perfect, doing the right things. Like, because no one makes the right decision all the time.
Deadpool.
So, are you saying that humans are like more like they have more evil in them than they're not as good as they say in others?
No, it's not even about being evil or good. It's just about being in a gray area. People are nuanced.
Yeah, I mean, look at Deadpool. Deadpool, he's not evil or good. He's out for himself.
Burritos, tacos, chinchitos, whatever the fuck he likes.
Yeah, he's fucking. Actually, he hates chimichangas.
No, his favorite thing is chimichangas, motherfucker.
I heard Deadpool's
Ryan
kind
Reynolds
of like
that hates it,
a
or
comedy
is it
as well.
The character hates it, like in the
Deadpool's
comic.
kind of funny, right?
Nolan, how dare you spread this lie and pretend like it's sex? How dare you?
What?
Do you not know Deadpool's favorite food is chimichangas?
It is not.
Oh my god.
It's just his favorite word.
I'm googling Deadpool's favorite food. Let's see what Google says.
All right, let's see what Google says.
Here we go. I love the smell. Oh, those are pancakes.
That's
Hold on. Okay, what is Deadpool's favorite food? Both Deadpools managed to get to New Jersey on their own, blah, 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 at his first chimichanga at restaurant. Oh, this is something retarded. But basically chimichangas.
it. Deadpool changes so much and is so random, you're really not going to find out what the real answer is.
The funniest thing about Deadpool is, though, that he can't get drunk.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
He is. Yeah.
His
He
what?
heals.
Oh,
His
really?
healing factor. He can't die either, period. Like, at all. Ever.
Well, in the comics, there's another thing. Is like in the comics, like I think Thanos made him
Cursed.
immortal so that
Yep,
he
he
could never
cursed
die.
him.
Wait, so he can never die? Like,
Yeah, because Thanos made him immortal so he can never die because Thanos is in love with this lady called Mistress Death or something like that.
Which is the
But
personification of death in Marvel.
Yeah, and Mistress Death loves Deadpool. So Thanos doesn't want Deadpool and Mistress Death to get together, so he made Deadpool immortal.
okay, can someone explain to me how does Deadpool really know he's in a comic?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yes,
why do they do that?
because
That's interesting.
it's funny.
Does he ever
Yeah.
try to escape it or anything?
Yeah, there's been comics where he's tried to figure out a way to get out of the comic.
That's funny.
That's interesting.
Same with the Joker. Joker is also the only DC character to know he is a comic book character.
Wait, Joker knows he's a comic book character, but Batman doesn't?
Yep.
No, Batman doesn't.
The thing is with Deadpool is that because he knows it, that's kind of the whole point of why he breaks the fourth wall constantly.
That's also why he goes about doing whatever the hell he wants to, because he knows there's no consequence.
Okay, so
I think
do I suggest I read the comic book or watch the movie first?
Just watch the movie. You don't need to read the comic. There's too many comic books just saying
Yeah.
read the comic.
Okay.
Before you watch the movie, I just recommend just go to Wikipedia and just read the bio on him, and it'll give you a general feel about who the character is.
I mean, because it's like the same thing with Batman. Like people don't ask, should I read Batman? Because you know why? Because there's like 700 issues of Batman. There's no.
And they're always retconning it anyways.
Yeah. And then you probably can't even get your hand on like the first few issues of Detective Comics.
They
No,
do have a lot of comic books, though.
I actually just learned this today because I subscribe to the DC YouTube channel. They're retconning all of Detective Comics again this year.
Yeah, they don't know what to do anymore because because DC and Marvel are stuck in this thing where they can't create new characters that will be as popular as the characters they've already created. Just keep going forever. So they're always trying to restart because they can't make a character as good as Batman or as good as Spider-Man, because they just won't get as popular.
Or they make another or they just make another world.
Yeah, like fucking Secret Wars.
Yeah. And the
2000
war
AD.
the
There's
war
a-
of Infinite
I
Earth.
really like Spider-Man.
Does anybody read 2000 AD? Judge Dredd.
Guys.
Oh, I've seen the movie. I haven't read the comic.
Yeah, I haven't read the
Well,
Judge Dredd comic.
Isn't Judge Dredd where he was like a cop in the future?
The judge. He's not just a cop. He's judge, jury, and executioner. He is the
Yeah,
fucking...
He's
Wait, but
he's
Red Eye,
the law.
have you seen the new Dredd movie?
All right, I'll give you a pro tip. I've got over 500 2000 AD comics. I've seen Sly's version. I've got the new version on DVD.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. The new version
Hey, guys.
the new version
Guys.
is fucking amazing.
I gotta go. I gotta go.
All right. Bye, Ingram.
I will be back if y'all are still going on here within the next hour.
You'll be back.
You'll be back.
Peace.
But no, like I was saying, Red, I was like the new Dredd movie is fucking fantastic. Kurt,
That's
I forget his name.
story.
Kurt, whatever.
I never seen the original, but I heard the original wasn't that good.
No, it sucked because within 10 minutes, fucking dreaded broken character. The helmet had come off. Here's what happened that they shouldn't have done in the first one. That they still could have pulled it off. The helmet should have stayed on. They should have never the fucking who was the douchebag sidekick? I forget that shitty actor's name.
Oh, dude,
Um,
the sidekick in the new Dread movie, that chick is fucking hot.
Yeah, well, that's Judge Anderson. The guy that Rob fucking whatever his name is. Used to be on Saturday Night. No, used to be on Saturday Night Live. Cheesy, shitty comic. He should never have been in the movie. And at the end where Judge Hershey kissed Dredd, what Dredd would have done in that case is he would have arrested Judge Hershey for improper conduct of a judge and assault of a judge and put her in a fucking ISO cube for touching a judge. That's what should have happened at that movie. The ABC Warbot was perfect. Rico was a pretty good portrayal. The rest of it was half decent, but Dredd never takes off the helmet. Ever.
Oh, has anybody heard about this bullshit that BBC's changing its fucking name?
Why are they changing their name?
Because apparently people are offended that it's the British Broadcast Channel.
That still doesn't make any sense.
Channel. Come on now.
So they're just changing it to BC. I guess what? Are they just going to be Broadcast Channel?
Are they upset with the word British or?
Yeah. Everything on BBC is European.
But
No.
something that they're going on these days I don't really understand.
Dude, Judge Anderson is fucking. Yeah. Fucking yeah. Fuck yeah. I'd go in the queue to fuck Judge Anderson.
Well, there's a whole bunch of other characters in the 2000 AD universe, and not just set in Judge Dredd's world. There's Astronium dogs, which are bounty hunters. That story, there's fucking 50 movies right there. Rogue Trooper, which is a genetically engineered soldier. Hey, none of them are what?
None of them are as hot as Judge Anderson.
Oh, well, probably not, but the storylines are fucking epic, and what would be an incredibly smart movie, and it's whoever does it first, either DC or Marvel's movie-making house are going to approach
the people
to 2000 AD.
Never let Marvel touch something like Dredd. Marvel turns everything into a fucking joke. Marvel cannot make a movie that's actually serious.
I talk about the comic, also the movie. Okay.
I'm talking about the movie universe.
Everyone should buy Judge Dredd on DVD so they get the message that yes, people want to see it, because it didn't do well at the movies, and it's like a cult hit. It's a creeper. It's slowly creeping up, and the guy that played Dredd has said publicly, "I want to do another movie."
Well, the reason it didn't get a lot of viewers is because they didn't do a lot of promotion for it. Nobody fucking knew it was coming out.
Well, they didn't have much money, and they decided to spend the money on production, and fuck, it paid off, because that movie, the production values, and that's Mega City 1, man. It was mind-blowing to see it.
Just like with Civil War coming out on DVD. I didn't fucking know that it was coming out on DVD until the 13th, until I looked it up. They didn't let anybody know.
Fuck Civil War, dude.
Yeah,
well,
there's so many characters in the 2000 AD universe that could be tapped for, as intellectual property that are just it's fucking huge.
Wait, what is wait, who owns that? Who is it? Dark Horse or what?
Actually, I'll quickly do a Google.
Because since a studio already made it, then the studio already owns the rights to it, most likely.
Why can I only buy it? Why can I not rent it?
Fucking hate.
What I'd say is 2000 AD comics. Let's see. Got a bunch of different comics brought together in one sort of publication. So I don't know who owns the IP of each comic. I'd imagine the creators would own their own intellectual property, and they just have a deal with 2000 AD to publish comics.
No, what I'm saying is because movie rights is different than comic rights. Movie rights can be sold without giving up the comic rights.
Yeah, but the creators of that intellectual property will be the ones selling it, not the fucking publishers of the comic. If I create a character, I'm not selling it to 2000 AD. I'm selling my comic strips to 2000 AD. The IP remains mine. That's the way I'd do it anyway. So I don't know whether the movie companies are coming straight. to
Well, I was just
2000
gonna
AD to
say,
negotiate.
I was just gonna say, it looks like no big studio owns Dread. At least it looks like there's a whole bunch of small production companies. So I guess the
John
rights could
Wagner,
still be open there.
yeah. I'd say John Wagner would have sold them the rights to make one Dread movie because there's only. I don't think he's dumb enough to fucking risk his franchise unless he knows it's going to be good, and that's why I'd say they may be. Apparently, there's been hints of them negotiating about a second movie because there's no shortage of scripts. They just get that writer in, pick another fucking story, transcribe it to a movie script, and start shooting. Shit's already written, dude. There's
Yeah, you
30
just need to.
years
Well,
worth of
yeah,
material to
you
go
gotta
back.
get producers and stuff.
Oh, look, the story's going back. The characters, you got the whole fucking Mega City Wars. You got fucking Day of the Dead. There's so many epic stories that can be told. Fucking cool.
And what's the problem so bad with Civil War, Fascist?
No, I don't hate Civil War, but I think Civil War will go down as the most overhyped film of the year. Like everybody thinks it's the best movie of the year. Like people don't even watch movies and are just like, oh yeah, I've seen 2 movies this year, and Civil War is the best one. It should win Best Picture at the Oscar and Best Script. And then fucking Steve Rogers should be Best Actor, and Tony Stark.
I've seen one movie this year. I didn't really care too much for it, but the characters were cute.
I don't think it's gonna get movie of the year or should get it, but I want to get it just because I think it's gonna be the last Captain America movie they're making.
Why is that? I thought they're doing another Avengers movie.
Well, that's Avengers. That's not Captain America.
Technically,
Yeah, Captain America and like Avengers are technically separate.
Well, he's part of it, but okay, yeah, I can get.
He's part of the team. That
Yeah,
doesn't
but
mean.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
And
that doesn't mean he's only part of the team.
Yeah,
he might not be part of the team anymore. Also,
because
I remember that they got separated.
Well, no, at the end of Civil War, he drops his shield. He's still going to be.
Well, yeah, he drops his shield because Tony said, "You're a fucking bitch. Put my dad's shield down, faggot."
And he will probably be in the Avengers movie, but he won't be Captain America. He'll probably be in his other persona known as Nomad.
Well, I don't know if I told you this, Bolin, but I just fucking hate Captain America. I think he's a piece of shit. I think he broke too many laws. I think he's a fucking asshole for protecting Bucky.
Hey,
he's a fucking clown for fucking ganging up on Tony Stark when Tony Stark was trying to confront the dude who fucking killed his parents.
So, do you like Iron Man better than Captain America?
Fuck yeah, Captain America's a piece of shit.
Well, yeah, I like Iron Man more too.
At least like Iron Man is like an acknowledged asshole. He's just like, yeah,
like
you.
Captain America is like the worst. Is like he pretty much embodies the military. He is Captain America. He's one of those pompous assholes who thinks he's always right and then doesn't want to take up for any of his fucking mistakes and pretends that everybody else is worse than him. Like he's a piece of shit.
And he's stuck in 1940.
Yeah, he's just fucking cunt.
Yeah, that's not fun. Fuck 1940.
Like I like I don't like Captain America as the character, but I will admit they do the movies pretty damn good.
I mean, yeah, the movies were good. Like I said, Winter Soldier is better than Civil War.
Oh, dude, I love Winter Soldier.
Do you guys think that Iron Man should have lost? Did he really? Did he lose in the?
Well, he lost because they fucking gangbanged him.
I mean, did he lose in the comics book?
Yes.
Well, they didn't really fight in the comics, I don't think, did they?
Yeah, they had Civil War in the comics too, and he lost.
But Civil War in the comics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean it's different in the comics, but he's still like what he was fighting for. They still wound up losing anyways, but they still wound up doing the Superhero Registration Act anyways.
But did they lose in Civil War? I mean, did they really lose?
It mostly happened just like in the movie.
I'm talking about in the movie. Like I don't really feel like because like Captain America's
like in the movie they just basically like quit fighting. They're just like
in the movie Iron Man got beat up pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, like I'm not saying the movie. Like Captain America runs away. Everybody else is in prison. Well, except for Captain America comes to save the day because Marvel's retarded. But anyway, Bucky goes to sleep. Like I don't think they really won.
Bucky, who's that?
Bucky, that's Captain America's best friend. He's actually a shit ton better than Captain America.
You know, in the comics, the Winter Soldier becomes Nick. He becomes Nick. Fuck, what is his name?
Nick Fury?
Yeah.
I did not.
Oh man, I miss Nick Fury.
I have a question. How much is a shit ton?
A shit ton?
How much would that
Ton of
weigh in like real
It's like
units?
3,000 pounds of shit. 3,000 pounds of shit.
3,000. So it's an extra 1,000 than a regular ton.
There you go.
Ton? If 2,000 pounds is a ton, then just say 2,000 pounds of shit. And that's a ton of shit.
Okay.
If you knew how much a ton was, why the fuck you ask us?
I didn't know if like a shit meant like. I didn't know if that had any
Hey, nerdy.
number
Nerdy.
attached to
What's
it.
heavier, a ton of feathers or a ton of rocks?
Neither.
Okay, so what's heavier, a ton of shit or a ton?
I wanted to see if you guys knew what a ton, like how much it weighed, and you didn't. You said 3,000.
Oh, nerdy, it's just a figure of speech.
I'm being a dick, asshole. Fuck off.
But nerdy, if you knew the answer, why'd you ask us for the answer? You can't.
Because it's
Were you
fun.
trying to flex your muscles? Were you trying to prove you were smart?
No. I was trying to see if you were smart.
Also, why the hell did Civil War get a meta score of 78 and a Rotten Tomatoes score of 90?
Oh, because Rotten Tomatoes. Well, first of all, you gotta understand Rotten Tomatoes, right?
It's all an algorithm. They just take reviews off of people that say things on the internet about it.
No, I'm saying like Rotten Tomatoes is basically like if you like the movie, if 100% of people like the movie, like if 100% of people gave it more than a 6 out of 10, like if everybody gave it a 6 out of 10, it'd be 100% on Rotten Tomatoes because it's over a 6 by like. So either if it had got like, so you know what I mean, like it's kind of a weird.
So if it had got nothing but 6s, they still gave it 100%.
Yeah, because 100% of people like the movie, basically.
Okay.
But like Metacritic actually like, is it 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10? You know what I mean?
Okay.
So Metacritic is accurate. Like if you have to go to Rotten Tomatoes' actual website to see what the average score was.
So
for Civil War.
With the Metacritic, they got a 7.8. So they almost scored it as an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean it's a good movie. I just think Winter Soldier is better.
I never seen it.
It's a good storyline. Basically, the Winter Soldier is Captain America's long lost friend. He thought he died in the original World War II. He didn't. They basically did super soldier experiments on him, but he lost his arm. So they had to, what's Bucky's arm made out of? Is it adamantium or is it vibranium?
I mean, vibranium. It's the same thing.
I mean, I know he was in Civil War, the Civil War. So,
Oh wait, but I was gonna say bowling. Actually, on Rotten Tomatoes, the average score is 7.6 too.
I just didn't know the story of his friends, so I was thinking maybe if it'd be worth seeing.
Did you see the first Captain America?
Yep.
You remember the guy Bucky that falls off the train?
Yep.
That's who Winter Soldier is.
Oh damn.
Except he's been brainwashed by Hydra.
The Panthers versus the Broncos? I just realized Super Bowl rematch.
Yeah, my friend on Facebook's having a duck about it. He's super happy over it.
A duck?
No offense, but you guys are boring me to sleep.
Oh shit, the Panthers are winning.
We're sorry that we like nerdy things, nerdy, and that you do not.
I'm too much of a nerd for you. I've never seen the movie.
Oh wait, Matt. Okay, you like
I
Deathstroke.
read books.
Do you know
Yeah, I saw it.
they've already cast a new Deathstroke for the Batman movie?
Who was it?
And to be honest, I'm more of a DC person than a Marvel person.
They cast Joe Manganiello.
I know that name.
All right, have you ever seen what's that fucking show about vampires on HBO?
Vampires on HBO. I love it.
True Blood.
True Blood.
Yeah. Okay. He was like the dude that turns, and he was the dude that was fucking Snooki while she was fucking the other vampire, basically. And he's married to Sofia Vergara.
I'm looking at the. Oh well, I mean,
He's about 6'4".
I don't know about his acting skills, but I mean, he kind of has the Deathstroke-esque face.
Wait, what the fuck was he? How was he in Spider-Man? Who did he play in Spider-Man?
My dick.
He played somebody in Spider-Man?
Like he played Flash Thompson in the original Spider-Man. That's crazy. He didn't look anything like Flash now. Well, I guess Flash had blonde hair and everything. That was the best Spider-Man movie, first of all. The first Spider-Man movie, 2002 Spider-Man, is the best Spider-Man movie today.
And I'm also a bigger DC fan than I am Marvel as well, but I also like Marvel.
Well, I'm a bigger DC fan.
I haven't read I read more comics than I do watch movies.
No, you don't. You don't read comics. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
I believe she reads comics.
Dude, you know for a fact, Nerdy is the most unnerdiest nerd in the nerd culture.
That's not true.
Nerdy, what's an offshoot of DC Comics? Like, what's another comic brand that's under DC Comics?
You want me to give you names?
Just give me one name. There's a pretty popular one.
I don't even know that.
It's because you're not a nerd.
Yeah. I don't know like the names of the companies.
I believe Dark Horse.
Yes, Dark Horse.
Hey, folks, just want
Dark
to
Horse is an offshoot. DC, I didn't know
Pimp is
that.
live right now. If anyone, I just thought you'd like to know, Pimp's actually streaming right now. If we all want to go and jump in there or hang here, I'm easy either way.
I wouldn't mind hanging here for a while.
Yeah,
I kind of want to wait for Shorter to get here because then we'd have all Matts here, but I also kind of don't want to talk to you guys anymore. Love you.
That's not nice.
I'm not nice. That's not.
All right, that's all right, Natty. You gotta go suck Pimp's dick.
I just got 2 messages. 2 of them.
I wonder who it's from.
Shorter and Larry.
Oh yeah, why did Larry leave? What the fuck?
He's probably going to Pimp stream as well.
Yeah, fuck it. You know what? We're going off air. I'm done here.
All right.
You guys are boring me anyway.